Yeah. Oh
It
man.
ended with that recording ended with you yelling. Nothing is like no audio was coming out, and then I put the audio back, and it just went. It shot up to and I stopped the recording and restarted it.
You're gonna keep that?
Um, keep what? Just the yelling? I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure where it would make sense to put that. I can cut. You know how you don't. You know how you normally do the what is it? The sound effect at the end. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm just gonna cut to insta cut to you yelling kind of like this, and it ends.
That's good.
I mean, that's in the thing now, so they'll see it, but or hear it at the end of this. So stay tuned for Brian yelling. What did we even talk about for the past couple minutes? Uh,
Witcher.
oh, Game Awards. Yeah, Brian won by a huge amount for the predictions. 20 out of 29. Well, I got 14 out of 29 correct. So Brian's out here. His all-in bet on Balatro worked out.
I'm all in. Gambling. You know, I was playing right before you started recording. Belatra on my phone.
Are you trying to beat it with all the decks?
Yeah, I'm trying to beat it with all the ones that unlock another deck. So I've already beat it with uh,
Red,
the
blue,
ones that give
yellow.
you extra money.
Mm-hmm.
The easiest time. So yellow and green I beat it with. I don't remember what the third deck was. I think it was
It's red, blue, yellow, and green are the beginning ones, I think.
and in black.
Oh, okay, in black.
All right, so I beat it with blue. Blue. First one was yellow. Then I beat it with green. Then I beat it with blue, and I keep the masochist in me keeps trying to do black instead of red would probably be easier because more discards.
Uh huh.
But black, I get another Joker, but I have one less hand, like at all. I
That's still
keep trying
really
that.
good though. You get
I
a
keep,
whole Joker slot.
yeah. So you get six.
That's
But what
that's.
sucks is, uh, what makes the money ones easier is that you essentially can have more wiggle room to make your build.
Oh, just in
Because
case
you
you
can
need a.
just buy things off with the one. What's it called? I have one less hand, so I have three attempts to win the round.
Mm-hmm.
And then since I have no money, I have to kind of just I gotta build my jokers so that I get multipliers or something so that I can stay alive.
That's how I ended up
And that's a
getting
rush.
my. That's how I ended up getting my first win was just I went all in on pair. So anytime there's
Uh,
a pair, I just did that and I kept adding multipliers and stuff, and I finally did it. I'm like, yeah, it's like you're done, but you can keep going. And I'm like, all right, I kept going, died the next thing, and I'm like, okay, cool.
I almost always try to go for flushes. I try to get rid of an entire suit,
Hmm.
basically, of cards. And then what I've been trying to do lately with the jokers is there's one that's an egg, and
Okay,
every round you win, it increases its sell value.
okay.
There's another one called Swashbuckler that you get a multiplier per sell value. And there was one run where I had another Joker that made it so I can get duplicates. So I had two of the coins that every turn they go up, and then a Swashbuckler. It got me to like ante six with them, and then some shit happened. I was trying to build only face cards for whatever reason,
Uh huh.
and then they're like face cards debuffed. I was like, all right,
That's happened to me during my runs because I was do for that particular run because I wanted just the pairs, but I was always like prioritizing the face cards.
mm-hmm.
And then one of the blinds was like, "Yeah, none of your face cards do anything." And I'm like, "Excellent. So let's try and do a fucking doubles with or pairs with twos and fives and stuff."
That was another build I tried to do. There's one that every time you use a face card, you get extra money, and there's another one that makes every card consider a face card. So I finally got that working. Like, oh shit! And then the boss was, hey, all your face cards are reversed. So every time I kept discarding, it was just nothing. I couldn't
So,
see anything.
so you're playing the hardest roguelite on the planet.
I literally lost that one because I couldn't see anything.
Literally, you couldn't
I
see
had
any
to
of
sell
your.
the Joker and then discard so I can see my hand again.
Oh, discard everything in your hand. That's that's a waste of a discard though. If especially
Yep.
if you have a limited amount, I would have been like, "Oh, great." Was it in the middle of a boss blind thing or it
Yeah,
was
it was
a
because of the boss making it so you can't see face cards, and my whole deck was considered face cards.
my bad? I thought you said one of the jokers gave you a plus sign, but then the downside was
No,
it
so I
flipped
had to
over.
sell in order to see my hand and get it a shot at it. I had to sell the Joker that makes everything a face card, then discard, so I could see my hand again. Essentially,
Oh,
that's
terrible.
like you fucked me.
Damn you, random. Okay.
Um, so yeah, Witcher 4.
Yeah, we're talking about the announcements now for Game Awards. Before I realized, I looked over at the OBS and no audio thing was moving. I'm like, oh no. It's a good thing I caught it now. Imagine we're an
Mm-hmm.
hour in, and I'm like, well, there's no episode. There should
Run
be.
it back.
I'm not running it back an
You remember
hour later.
everything you said.
Yeah.
That literally they started with the thing that mattered the most, and then things that got me hyped. The announcement that I almost boxed somebody and then grew on me was the Tekken one. I hate guest characters. I hate someone telling me the first year there won't be a guest character and then there's a
Clive.
guest character. But I like Clive and Final Fantasy 16. So the entire time, like, are you fucking serious? And then they released the trailer for him, and I'm like, oh, you can. He plays exactly like in fucking 16. I can summon Torgal Assist. Oh, he has all his abilities, and I was like,
Yeah, damn, it sounds fun.
yeah, I'm like, I might cave.
I didn't notice it in the trailer they announced. It's or the trailers you showed is the same voice actor coming back to do
Yeah,
his stuff.
Ben
Sick.
Star,
Ben Starr.
Ben
Yeah.
Hurt, Ben Star.
No, I think you got it right with Ben Starr.
And then one time, just to troll, he was dressed as Tifa.
I like
I was
it.
like, I'm in.
I'm in.
Uh,
What are you gonna say?
More often than not, when I'm playing 16 and I'm playing as Clive, I'm pretending to be Clive. So I'll literally sit there and unprompted be like, my name's Clive.
My name's Clive. I
My
gotta
girl's failed.
talk about another one I need to hit resume on. Is that
That's probably the announcement that at first I was not about it in any way, shape, or form, ranting any chance I got.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I'm probably going to buy them on Friday.
Gosh dang. Oh, it's that soon, right? It's this. It's the 20th. Yeah.
Yeah, if you had the season pass, you could have played them yesterday.
So you say you don't look at videos until you get your hands on? Gotcha. I was gonna ask you if he looks like it's a problem already or not.
I mean, it looks like he's doing some. It doesn't look like he's doing Tekken combos. It looks like he's doing like fucking.
Whatever the hell he wants combos.
Yeah, so that looks cool.
So it might look
Uh,
like Devil May Cry then when he's playing, because he has a
Probably.
because the little bit I played, like some of the combos looks like some Devil May Cry stuff.
It's like that. He was like, he kicked the guy and he went up in the air and he slashed him down and that caused like him to tornado continue a combo. I saw a small clip by accident on Twitter. He has like a flight stance, and I don't know what you can do from that.
As in, he actually hovers off the ground, like
Yeah, he goes, and then Leviathan's wings come out of him, and then he threw like a projectile. And I don't know if that's the only option out of that. If you can like do something and then flight unflight. I'm trying to think if I could do Nova things. I didn't see Dolphin kick, so I don't know.
That's crazy. So like low anyone who is like low dependent, like low attack dependent is how long is the stance? Or is it like
It
a
was like
permanent thing?
it was like he did it and he went, and then like so there's some little bit of waiting time. I don't know if
I meant
it goes over lows.
I meant duration. Like can you stay in that stance? Okay, yeah,
I don't
no.
know.
You just accidentally you're like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that slowly won me over just because I like Clive as a character. Um. The Virtual Fighter stuff's cool because of all the ranting I do about tech and like the annoyances in it. Finally, there's another 3D fighting game that can make them behave. Essentially.
Yeah, some competition so that way they don't just do whatever they want. There's
Yeah,
other
I mean,
3D fighters, but they're not as prominent as Tekken. And
it's about DOA, and that's very niche. It's Soul Calibur,
Soul
and
Calibur's
it's
another
not
one.
as big either. So it's really like
It's just
Tekken. It looked pretty from the little bit I saw. What else? What else got announced? And I almost took my pants off. The me accidentally guessing another Ninja Gaiden, and then it saying blasphemous people. I'm all in.
oh, Ragebound. Yeah, that does look pretty good. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
Onimusha was Pog,
Onimusha was another one that was really good.
which is
Way
slowly
of the
building my head canon of every time
Marvel.
something Capcom, they're building a roster for Marvel 4.
I mean, that's a pretty good roster so far. We got updated Resident Evil characters. We got Onimusha. Okami was
Updated Street
announced.
Fighter characters.
Okami sequel, like, was also showed. Like, I don't know if it was shown off, but it was like a pre-rendered
Announced,
thing. Yeah.
basically, which I liked. I don't remember. I know I liked playing Okami, the original.
Mhm.
I honestly don't remember if I beat it,
I don't think
but
I've
I
ever
remember
played it.
when I played it, I enjoyed it.
I don't think I hit a single button with that game running.
So they have now Amy potentially playable character. We got
And any new
guy.
and any other new characters that come from these new games
Mhm.
too.
I mean, as far DMC5 is up new enough that you could put V or you can put the one who shouldn't be put into another Marvel game or Dante.
I'm pretty sure
Uh,
you can use V pretty creatively because he has the different
the
the
summons.
summons. So
You got Resident Evil. So you got Leon. You got Leon. You
Ada
got Claire. You got Jill. You got Ada. You got
Wesker has
Krauser.
new assets too. So if they bring back Wesker, they have a whole new fucking outfit and animations for him because of Mercenaries mode.
You got Hope. You got Mr. X. You got
Oh,
Nemesis. You got
facts, Mr.
Lady
X.
Dimitrescu.
They
Uh,
would. I see them bringing Lady Dimitrescu. I don't think they bring Mr. X. They'll either keep Nemesis from 3 and just update the assets, or bring in Lady Dimitrescu. I could see that.
they got up a big lady.
Yeah,
Street Fighter. You got Street Fighter 6 people.
I
Um,
even Heisenberg. Now that I'm starting, I know you moved on, but you know
is that
Heisenberg,
the Wolf guy?
the metal guy.
Oh,
He can do keep away with metal. Like he can be his owner.
is there even a Wolf guy?
A wolf guy?
Yeah, I don't know why I said Wolf. Is there a Wolf guy?
You fight wolf like creatures.
But not like a big bad wolf. Like
Yeah,
none of the head people are wolves.
no, but there's a big wolf dude you fight that has a
Oh,
hammer. Uh, a hammer or something like that. That's like a boss enemy type, and it's like a big wolf-ish thing. Oh, and bless you. Not gone, bro. He's in control.
yeah,
He's a director of the Federal Bureau of Sneeze and Control.
Clive.
And you're
The
Clive.
Monster Hunter. They can do whatever they want with the characters from that as well. That's coming out soon. They feel like I'm missing something. If they want to make Exo Primal character, they have that.
Is it characters? I thought it was like big old bots that they're not human size, right? Or they're not.
I think they're bots, but I don't know how big they are.
Okay,
I
I
don't know if it's just like a suit.
gotcha. Yeah, I mean that's a really good theory because they are pushing more IPs now, which it's good.
And you know what Marvel just did? They pushed a bunch of characters that people probably don't know. Marvel Rivals.
Yes, that'll definitely help too. There has to be some sort of Marvel plan with that because I've been trying to plan the movie stuff. So
And then
it'll
after the Game Awards, they mentioned Capcom mentioned, yeah, we're trying to kind of reinvent or bring back some of the older IPs. Give me Beautiful Joe coming back.
that would be a very good one.
Give me Lost Planet.
Do they own Beautiful Joe, or is that in
Yeah,
conjunction with? Okay,
no, because it was on PlayStation, and Dante was a playable character.
you're right. I thought it was only GameCube for some reason. My bad.
Um, Lost Planet would be really nice remade. Personally, I would think.
It'll look nice, especially the first two. Like the third one was okay, but like the first two, the second one where the co-op was banging, like
Hmm.
that a remake of that with the RE engine. Come on, we saw what it can do with Dead Rising. Dead Rising looks pretty good.
And then you got, hey, if they acknowledge Mega Man again, they got plenty of things to play with. That's the thing. And lately, I can't really make fun of Capcom too much, besides not releasing enough costumes for Street Fighter 6. But uh, they're hitting the ground running. It seems like, and I'm liking this turn of leaf for them.
You just got to keep with it, and hopefully nobody comes up in that C-suite or somewhere doesn't make a crazy announcement or change in what they're doing.
Uh, trying to think if there's any other announcement that I backflip. I thought the thing was cool what they ended the show with, the
And
Naughty Dog.
Intergalactic, it's
Hmm.
very Akira, but
I
in
was about to
space.
say.
I like the whole it's future, but we're using old tech like the record player, even the ship looks it's in the future, but everything looks analog with weird switches and stuff. Like
When they landed and they showed her swing the sword, once they landed and I saw like the models, I'm like, this gave me heavy fucking Returnal vibes. Just the planet.
well, they might. I mean, it's all in house, so they might have saw what Housemark was doing with Returnal. And they're like, and when's the last time Naughty Dog did something like arcadey? Like it's always been AAA dramas like Uncharted or
Crash Bandicoot, no?
yeah,
Didn't
but
they
that's
recently?
no, that was some Bob's Toys for something. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a dev team, and I'm messing it up. Crash game 2023. I think it was last year they released it, right? Or am I
I don't
tweaking?
know. No, I think it was longer than that.
It's Crash 4, right? We played it like the Warp one or the not co-op one, but you could play as different characters. Remember we were passing the
Hmm.
controller.
I remember we played it. I just don't remember what year that was. I feel like that's maybe 2 years ago.
It's called It's About Time.
Is it 2 years ago?
Um, 2020. It's 4 years ago. That's crazy.
Hmm.
Developers were Toys for Bob. That's what it was. They were the ones making it, and they just did a really good job. Where you're like, oh, did not talk like this? Because it's as fun as like those previous ones. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and Warped, or 3 Warped. Um, but yeah, the intergalactic one was a good announcement. But again, that's a cool CG. But I'd like to see some moment to moment, right? We'll see. We'll probably see
Yeah,
it next year. They just needed something to get people hype, and that definitely gets people hype. A new IP from Naughty Dog. That last time they did that, it was Last of Us, and it popped off. So,
yeah. I'm looking through now all the announcements.
hmm
Only thing else that I was like, oh, that's really cool. Um, was the Split Fiction, the new game by
yeah,
Hazelight.
by Hazelight, and I'm already in. I've been enjoying all their co-op games, so I'm definitely gonna be playing
Borderlands
that.
4 didn't really show anything that mattered to me, in my opinion.
They showed the 4 characters that you get to play as again instead of just letting us create it like in Wonderlands, and then now some. I guess it's a new environment or something. Like it's a new area or planet or whatever, and then like a new faction they showed off. I think they're called Rippers or something. They said it in the trailer, if I'm not mistaken. Outer Worlds 2. I don't know if you're looking
Oh
for.
yeah,
I wrote down some of the stuff.
Outer Wilds, right?
Yeah, Outer. I'm sorry, Outer Worlds 2. Outer Wilds is the
You,
other one.
oh, you said Worlds. I thought it was Wilds, but you said it correct.
They might be making Outer Wilds 2, but the first one is out now on almost all the platforms. Make sure to play it. It's a weird roguelite, but
I didn't play any of the Mafia games, but the trailer looked cool. Just like setting wise.
the way after the show they interviewed as well, or I don't know if it was the same day, but afterwards it's going to be very similar to like a little more like 2, but a little bit like 3, where 3 was like the open world area when you play as a dude, but 2 was little like yeah it was open, but they mainly make you focus on the main mission.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of want a good blend between that. They don't want to make an open world to just make activities for the sake of it. They want to make it.
Use this God of War as a reference.
Yeah, I just I mean, there's some use cases out there they could just borrow some ideas from. What's up?
That game by RGG, the people who do Yakuza Project
Yes,
Century, that looked cool.
yes, it did. I'm down. It's good that they didn't just toss out like the beat 'em up stuff they've been working on for so long. Like it looks like they're changing it up and they're just keeping that. Well, because the new pirate one that's coming out in a couple months is also a beat 'em up. It's not a turn based party one.
Mm.
So they might just be having both of those run in conjunction. Or they might have two designers or directors there that are like, hey, I like making these types of games, and they kind of just split it.
Maybe. Um,
Speaking of which, Split Fiction. No, Stage Fright's the other one. Split Fiction is the one with the haze light, and then the other game is called Stage Frights from the people who made Overcooked. But it's like a freaky time bending one, the 2-player co op one. So that one looks pretty cool. Those are the big ones for me. You nailed pretty much all the ones that. Oh, Slay the Spire 2. Oh, and Elden Ring, the co op thing. I want to see how they do that. Because they saw how much the seamless co op thing popped off, so they might be having their own thing at it. I know you're over Elden Ring already, but as a standalone game, that's how you get. First of all, that's how you get nominated. I'm glad. Let's get that out of the way. The DLC didn't win a single thing, and I applaud that because why was it on there? Second,
mm-hmm.
you want it on there legit. You do what Night Rain's doing. It's standalone, which means when I get it, the whole game's there, not content. But I don't
At
see
least
that. Go ahead.
the thing that I like about it being standalone and being it looks like it's more multiplayer centric. I don't know if that's actually the case.
It's
Is it now you have
focused.
something living that you can still have party devs working on adding content while doing something else?
Oh, they said it's not supposed to be a live service. Like they're just
Okay.
making it like its own stand for people who just want to do. Let me get this correct. I don't know if it was a game director at FromSoft or someone there saying that they enjoyed playing Elden Ring co-op and they wanted that to be a standalone thing.
Mm.
So that's why they started doing this. So I'm like, that's a good call because you can play that. Playing that game co-op is very different than playing a solo. What was I gonna say? That's it. Witcher, I have a like 3 exclamation marks on here because that was an awesome pre-rendered video. I was just hyped. It was wild.
I
I
loved series of characters, so seeing this made me hard. Not in that reason.
You
I'm not
know,
like, oh, she's hot.
what was I gonna say? After this show, one of the Twitter, I guess X, the people who make those cool videos like action sequences that I post on Discord,
Okay,
they released one for Witcher, and I'm like, do I need to play this again?
I'm
Like,
going to. Do you know what's funny? I'm in the middle of the last mission for Dragon Age.
oh shit, you're about to hit credits.
Yeah, I passed the point of no return. Let me just say already what I'm annoyed about. It
Okay,
took me, let's see, let me see how many hours I have in this. 75 hours
damn, that's not bad.
playing all the other Dragon Ages, all the other fucking BioWare games. Where if they're gonna give you a romance scene, they show something. Dragon Age, they basically kidified it
Uh huh.
in only that facet. I just wanted to see big bull lady
Yeah,
with
didn't get
something, and I'm a little annoyed. None of it.
none of it. No, they chose more. They chose the lower rating, the lower. Is it teen for teen or is it
I'm about
M
to
for
check
mature?
now because if it's
It,
M and they chose to do that, then that's weird.
yeah, that's
M.
it's M. So we might as well, maybe because of the violence it's M, but there's nothing sexual or anything on it.
It says nudity's one of them. Where?
You might have missed it. You didn't hit the right option to show off the nudity.
Nah. There's like one lady who's in blood that you fight, and she's wearing nothing but blood. Maybe that's their
That's
nudity.
nudity then. Is it? Would you? Oh, that's a good question. Would you consider someone whose body painted nude?
I don't know.
That's a good question to ask. I don't know who to ask it to, but comment
Yeah.
below. I guess I don't know.
So at the end of the game, that scene happens. I'm like, I really went through all this for this shit, and then now I'm on the somewhere in the middle of the last mission, but I passed it up to the point of no return. What I'm tempted to do, in all honesty, is reinstall Witcher right after,
I
and
thought
then
about it, dude. I'm like, damn, I haven't played it in so long. I wonder if it'll feel janky, but
what I found out too apparently is that the Witcher games take place after the books, and they're not even canon to the books. They reference the books, so it's like the games are apparently kind of like just fan fiction.
really, I didn't know that. I thought it was I thought it was like heavily. I thought it was canon, like a continuation.
So they use uh the books as source material, and they reference stuff in the books, but it's not actually canon apparently. The games.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I thought it was.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought it
what.
was the books, and then the games were like supposed to be real canon.
No, that blew my mind on Twitter. Someone explained the whole thing,
Oh my
and
gosh,
I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to read the books. I want to read the books, maybe.
you could probably get it like the whole set for pretty cheap, unless you're looking for like hardcovers and stuff.
Probably on Kindle. I mean, I
Or
don't know where
digital.
I'd
You're
put it.
right. You're right. You're right. Because you could probably find a box set no problem. What's is it just called The Witcher?
Yeah, and there's like $6.
What was that? Was that you going falsetto on us?
Yeah, call me the dream. Call me Dream the.
You can get the whole box set for $47, bro. And it's how many? It looks like 8 books, homie.
Shit, maybe I will.
Season. That's a lot too.
And they have some thickness to them.
Yeah, they get thicker. Like it looks like the first. Oh no, they're about equal. So I don't know. But 47, and it's paperback. I saw it on Amazon. I don't know if you're looking at Amazon now, but
Yeah, I think I'm looking at the exact same one.
that
Um,
that's not too bad.
and then I think the devs talked more after. So yeah, the game takes place years after Witcher 3, which makes sense because Siri does look older.
Yes, which is more
Um,
mature.
they kind of made certain endings canon.
Oh, so
Uh,
there is specific things that sucks. Well, no, that doesn't suck because then they'd have to account for all that in the new game, and they probably didn't want to do that.
yeah,
That makes
they
sense.
kind of I assume with the main character switch, they wanted it to be like you could start here if you wanted.
That's true. Did they lay out what choices is the canon choices? Because I that gives me enough reason to play through it as how they wanted me to play it, right?
Uh, because of the little Geralt part at the end, they kind of do. One of the endings in Witcher 3, Geralt kind of retires and hands Ciri the sword that she has in
Mm-hmm.
there is the sword that Geralt handed.
Handed to her. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So
So the ending where he just kind of they're at like a bar and he's like, "Take this, I'm, I'm done, Skellige."
here you go. Now you have to say it, and it just cuts to them practicing saying Skellige or
Uh,
Roach.
the voice actress is different too, by the way, for her. Apparently, they didn't get the same lady.
Maybe.
Which
Oh, because it's got a different sound now. It's she played a different Siri back then. She was like what in her teens technically
like
or
young adulty.
young adulty. Now from this trailer, it looked like she's already got some years in. She's killed a who knows how much because she's out here doing crazy combos, hitting him with fire. Like it was
And then like her
experience.
pendant itself didn't look like the school of the wolf, like like Geralt's. And then afterwards, it's like a pre-order. You can pre-order her pendant, and it says the Lynx pendant. So that means that she's from a different school of Witcher. So apparently they're gonna maybe give info on that.
Oh my gosh! If you guys are listening, and I know you are, let us play through the beginning part. If you some like, don't speed run it like you did the Cyberpunk intro. Let us live through her. I guess going through that because it'd be a good
Hey,
tutorial level. Like
let us
you,
play through the gaps. I think that's what people forget. They just want to throw you into some shit.
yeah,
The gaps are the part that makes you care about the fucking character.
because you're spending so much time with them, not just fast forwarding through all of it.
Or like what they did with the Witcher games, where Geralt doesn't really remember Yen or anything from that set period of time.
Yeah,
You slowly awake to it, and then that's kind of like a way of hiding some of the story and making it like a big plot point. But
that's true.
don't do if you're gonna do it, or if you're gonna do that, do it like tastefully. Do not do what the Mortal Kombat fucking story is, where you're told the story. That's it. You're playing it, and hey, that war that happened here. These people died specifically. All right, let's move on.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's like key people, and you don't see it happen. They just tell you it
They
happened.
just tell you it happened. See, that's
Hmm.
yeah. Play through it, bro. That's the point of me playing the story mode, right?
Yeah.
In my
Um.
opinion.
There's something else that I remember them saying, but I don't. I think that might be it. So I'm once I'm done Dragon Age, probably gonna start Witcher because I didn't get to finish any of the DLCs.
And you get
And maybe I'll read this.
since you waited so long, you probably have the updated stuff, so you can play it with ray tracing and stuff now. It's gonna look even a little better for you.
Yeah, I don't remember what the fuck I was building, and I'm not gonna start over because that's quite a time commitment.
You can just look at what you already spent, like your the skill points and stuff you already spent, and how you're upgrading your stuff, your swords.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm more excited of that. I'm more excited to do this than I am to play what's remaining on my backlog. Like
Well,
Stalker, I was excited, but then the Witcher 4 announcement, I'm like,
you're gonna want to play Witcher because Stalker so far has been very slow paced. You're trying to get from point A to point B, surviving, trying not to die. Right?
I
It's
don't mind that.
okay.
Darkest Dungeon.
Oh right. I forgot you live for the I'm about to die mode. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
the fight or flight mode. Fuck man. I don't think I have anything else that I wrote down that I want. You already mentioned everything else. Witcher being the big
But
one.
there was no gameplay, but from the little bit of visual they gave us, that robot game from the people that made Shadows of the Colossus had my attention.
Same. What was the name of it?
Something robot, the robot, wild, not wild, the robot.
That's nope. Different one.
Um,
That can technically be a survival game too, though.
wild the robot.
Yeah. Like you try
Yeah,
to you use a couple months to survive the winter, so you know do what you got to do, and then you make that the loop.
I'm looking it up now.
Each
The guy in
winter
yeah,
is
there's
worse
that
than the
one moving
last.
game.
The one moving game?
Yeah, one move away, and they showed the person moving like 12 times.
Oh yeah,
Split Spire, Dave the Diver DLC, Thick as Thieves looks stupid to me. Shadow Labyrinth. I need to watch that, especially because they got another season announced. The Secret Levels thing.
the second
That soccer game.
the second
Uh,
batch of episodes came out today. I got to go watch it.
that soccer game actually looks like it'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's from people who made seafood, so it was the craziest thing to see. Like
Hmm.
seafood guys made this, but why? We did it with cars. Why can't we do it with just people? 3v3, or was it 3v3 or
Rocket League. I think it's.
no? This game, or is it a full soccer match?
I don't know.
Do you remember the name of it? I don't. I didn't write it
Re
down.
slash match. Somebody called it foot foo, I think, on Twitter, and I thought that was funny.
I like that a lot actually. Foot foo. Oh, it already has Steam page. Yeah, it's like 3v3. Why not? This looks okay. I thought. Oh, it's 5v5 matches. I'm sorry. Fast
It looks
paced,
fun. Looks like it feels good.
and having it third person because now you can have like an MVP person who can like trick people. Like you can make this stylish. Like you can like if you're playing a basketball game, and instead of controlling like the team from that camera view, you're like, you're on the field playing.
Yeah,
I think it's a good move. People are clowning it as fine, but like the problem, my only issue is it better have some sort of replayability with AI because this is not going to be another Concord, dude. Right? Or
that
they
would be good.
like,
Like what the sports games have, not like I guess franchise mode, but one of
yeah,
those things.
like because the Concord stuff is hilarious, but how many times have we been on here yelling, "Stop making multiplayer only games"? It's not feasible. Like unless it has some sort of like play offline, like with bots or it's a roguelite or something, like maybe, but just hey, here's a game I made, and it depends on people playing it. I'm sorry, like multiplayer. You obviously need people to play it, but like the multiplayer only that don't work. Go ahead, you pointed at me.
Project Robot's the name of the game.
Okay,
Shadow of the Colossus thing.
that's why you thought robot because it was that simple. Yeah, I don't know. I thought this time around it was a good amount of announcements in Game Awards. And the awards, it wasn't too terrible. The nominations were crazy bad, but the people who won, I thought it makes sense that they won.
I really just want them to drop this whole award side of it.
Yeah,
If I
man.
could be
Just
honest.
cause, I mean, his summer game fest things always pop off. Not always pop off, but everyone's looking forward to it. It's not about awards. It's just like game announcements.
Yeah, like
And to be honest, if he didn't do the summer games one and then just doubled up on announcements for the end of the year, started the new year hype as fuck for the games coming out that year, why not?
I think like that's what it should be. It should be get these awards out of here. I don't respect them. I don't know how many other people actually put value on the game awards,
I'll,
unless you're the
the,
company that won it, because it lets you sell it for more money, or essentially lets you.
it's
Well,
that
we got this, so
exactly. It's a marketing thing, and the general public kind of does. They do care about the even if it's the like game awards like this, where it's not really like it's not law or formal in any way. It's just hey man, we're just giving it to you, just like all the other awards are.
I feel like when it comes to that, they should rally behind something else. Make something else the Grammys. Make something else like the Oscars for games. Because this, the way they're nominating shit, you're not even trying, brother.
Are they part of the same? No, each of those is just separate academies, right? Like
Yeah,
the
to my knowledge,
academy is Oscars. I'm assuming there's a different set of
Academy Awards is its own thing, and
yeah.
then
And I don't know if I know the Emmys is separate, the Tonys are separate, missing the Grammys are separate. They're not all like under
to
one
my
umbrella,
knowledge,
right?
no.
Okay. Because people mentioning getting the EGOT or whatever, and I'm like, is that something that was made just because people wanted to make a new cool name of it or what?
I don't know.
Okay.
What they should do so get the awards, get them out of the awful committee that's choosing these awards. They should start with just announcements the entire time. When that ends, make it something for the people that are actually there. Make it a concert celebrating everything that it came out that year or something like that.
Better yet,
That
how about let's the general public somehow get some nomination, like a voice of nomination here. Like the Steam Awards just started. I'm looking through. I'm like, that's actually a pretty decent idea. Just have the people who have been playing it put the nominations up by the amount, and then have your committee or whatever play those games and decide or something like that. I don't know.
they're just like would it make sense like Steve Awards? Everybody picks, and after a certain amount of time, they just collect what got the most entries or votes, and then make that your nominees. Then everybody can pick from the things that
That
made
were
it past phase one.
yeah, make the cut. What is it? Or how did it go? The Diddy one? Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, so silly.
Um,
Good.
but yeah, because they don't know what is what anymore. Game of the year, it's DLC. Fighting game, and
Man,
it's something Sifu. Yeah, that's the best fighting game. You know what that should be.
yeah, that's an action. I would have put that in an action game
Yeah,
because I don't know. Fighting game to me is always player one, player two, either 2D. The fighting or oh no, because I guess Smash Bros is a little bit out of that formula because
it's
it's
a party game, but it's still like a competitive. Like no, that's what I'm trying to think. Because Smash fits the family thing and also fighting games.
yeah.
But I think Sifu, a game that's not competitive in any way, shape, or form, you put it in fighting games. It's an
I see,
action game.
I see what you mean. Like it's not even
You,
multiplayer for it to be. Most fighting games have a versus of players. They don't launch
hmm
with AI. They launch with being able to control two characters. So
you don't see them nominating Devil May Cry. So why is Sifu there?
I see what you mean. I got you now. It's definitely more action. It should. Was it nominated for action that year? It probably was. Fighting game and action, or no?
I don't even know.
Because if not,
And
that might be what they. Go ahead.
it's no slight to Sifu. From the bit that I enjoyed, minus me having to fight the shitty camera angles,
Yeah.
the game itself felt good.
Yeah.
It's not the shit on that, but it's just the shit on the people deciding that's a fighting game.
Yeah.
Especially when there's good fighting. So again, Multiverse got not even out yet, nominated for something, which is
That
another
was
thing. I don't think anything early access.
should
I,
be
I don't.
nominated.
I
I'm
don't
with
think
you there.
anything non-competitive should be in fighting game. I don't think anything early access should be nominated. I don't think DLC should be nominated for something that's not best DLC, and I don't think anything that's best ongoing. I think it should not be something that came out the same year. I don't care how much effort you put in. There's games that are survived decades, half a decade, and it's not getting support. But Helldivers
I
is
think
months
it's
old.
yeah, but it is also ongoing. Like those might survive it, but they're not as often putting as much support. So this year, who's putting a lot of supports, which is why I kind of get it because from February to now, that was quite the sprint of stuff they've added and changed.
So then why didn't you a game that has a season pass? Why aren't those considered best ongoing? They're supporting it for a whole year.
But they're only dropped quarterly, so 3, 4 times a year.
Well, so Tekken was dropping balance patches between the characters, so they technically had multiple months
And
from January till now.
they didn't get
Why is that
nominated.
not then? Best
Uh,
ongoing? No.
uh, I don't know then, but I see what you mean. It's just weird verbiage. It's weird categories.
They basically have two things that have to do with community, like best support and then best community.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the community one's weird. I don't know if it's like, hey, we hear you and we change stuff, or is it just how not talkative, but like how communicative they are to the community, or both, a mixture of both.
Best fucking esports players or whatever, and it's only the same exact games that they remember exist.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like
It's
that's how
it's
it's getting free now. Like if I was there, if I was the Riot, I'm like, oh, yep, we won again. Like it's not even. Does it still feel good to win? I think to win each year the best competitive game.
it's like whoever the community is that is pitching these things is clearly out of touch.
Or they just play these same games, and that's it.
It's to the point where I'm thinking that like the actual award part is what gets him the sponsor money to show the games that he shows.
Bro, that's the first thing that I thought. Just like I suspected when I saw the Bandai Namco Elden Ring DLC, and I'm like, please don't tell me it's like a weird money thing, and then you bought the last slot to announce a Bloodborne or something. Like I started going down like a well, and I'm like, I hope it's not it. I mean, we didn't. I was expecting like the Bloodborne remaster or something from FromSoft, but again, the way they ended with the intergalactic stuff, I'm super excited. It's a new IP. I am kind of done of seeing Last of Us. Like how many times remastered do we like? It's coming on PC now, but I've had quite the year of playing the Last of Us 1 and 2 remastered. So I'm like, I still
Hmm.
keep hearing it and hearing it. I'm like, all right, like next thing, Naughty Dog.
The funny
So
thing
I'm
too is
glad
that
this
like
is.
they have something on behalf of Sony. What did Microsoft have?
Nothing, and that's the problem. Sony has a whole ass new console that's going out for this holiday season that I'm sure people are buying the PS5 Pro. It's not as crazy as when the first or the base console launched and nobody could find a single console unless they're scalping, I guess.
It's crazy that they're like I assume this, but we have no actual evidence of this because not really too many Microsoft games or Sony games, but at least Sony decided not to hoard something and display it.
Yeah,
I think
because
they're copying
that's
Nintendo, but Nintendo's they're on their own on this stuff. They're
they
not doing it the way Nintendo's doing it.
yeah they
I
have their
think they
own
need that
formula and it
humbling
works.
moment.
Who Nintendo? It's gonna be a
No,
while.
Sony and
Oh
Microsoft.
yeah, that's like you mentioned. I thought that announcement would be at one of their state of plays in March or in the summer to be like,
Hmm.
oh, this is a new IP, and then show off gameplay right then and there to have everybody just focus on PlayStation. But I'm sure because I think Last of Us One was announced at Game Awards, right? Or Naughty Dog's always been showing stuff at Game Awards, I think. So it might be just tradition,
Was it at the Game Awards when they showed the Uncharted where
or they
Nathan
bugged
Drake's on
out.
the no. When they showed the reveal and he washed up on the shore.
Yeah, when they announced for, yeah, I think so. I have to double
Mm.
check, but that's why I think they keep doing it because it's been tradition that Jeff would announce it or announce that at his show.
Maybe yeah.
My name's Jeff. What was I gonna say? I don't know. That's about it. It was an okay time. The music guests I didn't really listen to. I used them as restroom breaks, but I know David was on here. He did the Arcane song with
Arcane.
what's the lady's name? Remember? Oh, well, my bad, but I don't remember her name.
It's funny because the song that they sang is called "Remember Me."
Yeah, the irony. All right, then we can keep moving unless you have anything else.
Uh,
Prediction winner over here.
not really. Um,
I got two things to go over
yeah, I got
before we.
nothing.
Okay. I did end up watching Saturday Night. The it's not a documentary, but it's like a what happened the opening night of Saturday Night Live and how chaotic it was. Like Chevy Chase, like someone who plays Chevy Chase is there. Like all the Grant Morrison. Uh, I forgot the other characters that are or people that were in the show on that opening night, I guess. But it's what a few hours before the show goes on the air, and then what Lauren has to do
Mm.
to get it to run. You know, it's a very chaotic. Lauren Michaels, sorry, uh, very chaotic. Very, it's still really funny. Like it's got quips the entire show or the entire movie. Uh, People who played the characters, I think, played them pretty well. Dan Aykroyd was there. Uh, John, the guy who played somebody played John Belushi. If I look it up, give me a sec.
Lamorne Morris is he actually playing like his dad or something?
That's a good question. Are they related? Is Garrett Morris
I
related
don't
to
know.
Lamorne?
I'm looking to see now if I can see his.
Matt Wood is who played Belushi. Did an awesome job. Everyone who played the actors who played the people were really good. Gilda Radner, Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, Lorraine Newman, John Belushi, Garrett Morris, Curtin. These are all the people that were in the movie, but they were played by somebody else. Uh, Judging from the numbers here, they didn't do too well. Budget was 25 mil, and revenue was 9, close to 10 mil. Oh, I guess it wasn't to make money. I guess it was definitely a dope watch though. If you're ever curious about Saturday Night Live or Lorne Michaels and how crazy it was to get these shows going and what
Okay,
fucking
they're not related.
happens.
Sorry to cut you off.
Did you go down some sort of family tree or something?
Yeah, they said comedian Garrett Morris of no relation, who he played, had a big impact in his career path as an entertainer.
Ah, okay. Well, I don't know. It was I thought it was pretty good. Laughed a bunch. Super chaotic and hectic for the most of the movie, but that's I think the point of the vibe. Is so many things are happening at once, and he's trying to balance all this stuff. And that's it. I definitely recommend watching it at least once. It was a good time. Shot pretty well. And there was some. I have to check to see in previous clips for Saturday Night Live to see if where they stand to do the monologue, they have the thing that's made of bricks. Because in the movie, they ordered some guy to make like the stand made out of real bricks. Because Lauren wanted to make it feel like this isn't New York, like this is a New York brick, where this is comedy from New York or whatever.
Mm.
And then spoilers, by the end of the movies, they finish it. But I don't know if that's still in the same studio or if that's actually still there.
Mm.
But it's been a while since I watched Saturday Night Live from beginning to end, so I have to look it up. What are you watching?
No, uh, I was on Steam looking at what people added to their wish list.
Okay. Um. Oh, speaking of which, from your library, Steam library, I could talk a little bit about Battle Shapers. Battle Shapers is a first-person shooter roguelike. Um, with very Mega Man-ish design in terms of visual. Like the characters you meet are very Mega Man. The environments look very Mega Man-esque. The bosses you fight are very Mega Man-esque. I haven't finished this 100%, but I've fought who I think was going to be the last boss on the run, and then I died.
Mm.
So I don't know how many more bosses there are, but I've done a few runs now. I think I'm like 8 or 9 hours into the game, with each run lasting about like what 30, 40 minutes maybe,
Mm.
or it might be 40 to 60. Who knows? It's just the reason I'm not remembering is because it's fucking fun as hell. I don't know how much time has passed because
Mm.
the moment to moment combat is Doom, the new Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, where like you shoot stuff. How that guy is in like execute like takedown mode, so you go and punch him with your left arm and you get shield back. Like that dance that you would do in Doom Eternal is here. They just don't have the enemy variety, I think, to facilitate the way Doom does. But there's different types of like enemy types, like some floating. You can hop on enemy types too if you want to do like a shovel knight pogo thing, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
You can just shoot them with a bunch of guns you can pick up. You can do two primary and secondary gun. Doesn't matter. There's no like doesn't have to be like a pistol for your secondary. You can do any combination of guns. You can do an ability that is also a pickup, if that makes sense. So like you start off with like a regular stun grenade or something, and then you'll find an EMP grenade or as an ability, or you literally go to third person in the air, jump, and like hit the ground for like a fire AOE or something to do damage.
Mhm.
So the ability stuff is super flexible because you start actually getting different kind of things you can do with your character. I forgot her name. I think it's Ada.
Battle.
Is it Battle?
I don't know.
That'd be really funny. No, I think it's like Ada, but I don't know if it's because we were talking about Resident Evil. Is why I have that name in my head.
You play as Ada, a reactivated shaper.
Sick. Um,
It's all the lore.
but again, the moment to moment or the loop is the same as almost any roguelike. You start at home base somewhere. You can spend the currency. What would you call the currency that sticks the permanent currency? I guess to upgrade, to unlock talents, to unlock other weapons to appear in the run, to unlock other abilities to appear in the run, to increase base stats. You know, like that type of roguelike progression stuff. That's in the home base. Um, and then the next room to the home base, or like I guess it's in the same location. You can manage your character's cores. So you start off with one, and by doing runs and getting further into the run or beating one of the bosses, you'll unlock it from a secondary core to a primary core, giving it an actual like ability you do besides the one you can pick. If that makes sense, it's like a character. Oh, did stuff turn off? You good?
This light died. I started charging it as the call started.
Okay. Because you looked around in disappointment, like, oh, I don't know if his computer's about to like shut down or something. Okay. So then you can. Where was I at?
Cores
The
turns to
course
primary.
turns to a primary active ability. Before it'll stay as when it's in secondary mode, you just get passives, if I'm not mistaken. But you can also get fused. Holy shit! There's a lot. Now I'm saying it out loud. There's a lot of shit to fucking go through. I can just give you the beginning parts. The cores will have their primary one, which is an active button, and then secondary, depending on what slot you have. You always have a slot for one primary, one slot for secondary. You unlock the other cores by beating the bosses that you find. Very Mega Man esque. Yes, it does sound like that. There is one thing I need to highlight for Battle Shapers from like the moment to moment gameplay and like the rewards that this game does that I need more people doing is making use of old loot. So let's, for example, say you get an SMG somewhere, and almost every gun has subtext, like a what do you call those? Like an affinity, I think it is, like where you, oh, it'll do 10% more damage to
Oh,
whatever,
okay.
right? Like an affinity. Every gun has it. So then you're playing the game, shooting things up. Whoa, it's crazy, right? They drop a new gun, right? and you're like, oh shit, this gun's better than my old one. I gotta replace it. You can replace and hold it, but you can remove the affinity of your old gun and put it into your new gun.
Mm,
Additive. Like it gives you start off with 3 slots of that, and then as you progress roguelike, you gain 2 more. So you can put up to like 5 different guns that you found on the run and have their affinities all stacked on the gun, and it passes between guns. Now let me explain that. What I'm saying is like the gun slot has the gun and then the affinity there, and then the slots are underneath. So whatever gun is in this slot will have those affinities. So you can, it's
mm,
modular shit. So you can make crazy builds just stacking vibro damage. Vibro damage is like, let's say like you mark 6 people and then you hit one of them and the damage is spread across everybody else.
mm.
And then there's like kinetic stuff. There's a bunch of like types, like, but you also have your like lightning and fire. But they also have like kinetic and vibro and something else. Um, and that stuff comes after you've, if you get bored of the combat, because it's literally like you going from room to room playing. Oh, that's bar. So room to room playing Doom. Uh, and that I was gonna give RoboQuest this year like, oh, like some props in my Fave 5. Then this fucking thing. Brian bought this. I'm like, that looks like RoboQuest. I want to see if it plays like RoboQuest. There's a level of polish in this one that I think RoboQuest is missing, if that makes sense. I don't know. It might
Mm.
be because of the design, because this looks super Mega Man. Like it looks really good in motion, and you're shooting at Mega Man robots, and you're like, it just very, it feels like a Mega Man. So if that's what they set out to do, they fucking nailed it. Uh, and then RoboQuest does have it has different art styles. So I'm like putting these two together, I can't help but compare them because I played both of them this year. The only thing that RoboQuest has is co-op. Where I'm like, this is all good and dandy. This is only single player. If these guys somehow added a way to add a co-op and keep it balanced, then RoboQuest will definitely have to be like, all right, you have to give it up. RoboQuest and RoboQuest has different characters too. Where this guy and this one you have different cores. Your cores are sort of your character, your base character
Mm.
in a way. But anyway, I
It's gonna be
digress.
very telling what they do because this went 1.0 December 4th.
Then right at the last second, these guys raced into my, I think, into my Fave 5 for the year. Because I can't, like, when I'm like sitting there, I'm like, what should I play? I use this game to think about what I'm going to play. I use this game and Raven's Watch to think about what I'm going to play. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like a buffering game or something, like a warm up game or something.
Mm-hmm.
This and Raven's Watch have been that for me. It used to be RoboQuest and Raven's Watch, and then Brian's like, I'll get Battle Shapers. And
I did
then
talk like that.
you did. And then I'm like, all right, I'll try it on the family library. And boy, I might get a copy just to support them. Anywho, I don't know if you can tell by that review. I definitely recommend Battle Shapers. It's if you enjoy the Doom loop, the Doom combat loop, then you might this might be like your and you like roguelites because if you don't like roguelites, then these runs do last like 30 40 minutes, and you can save between each floor, like so you don't have to like finish it all in one sitting. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes getting through a floor can take a little longer, especially if you're trying to play a little careful. Once you're like on the final tower to fight the final boss, and you you you're not making it all the way with all like your health is not halfway even. There's so many times I enter the last tower and I'm like a quarter health with my shield up, and I'm like, all right, let's see if I'll make it. Anyway, that's all I got. Go check out Battle Shapers. I guess I was gonna say next week, next year we'll talk about Secret Level because I thought it was all the episodes were out, but as of a couple hours ago, I'm notified that there's a second batch out.
How
So
many is it? Was it 8 the first time?
I believe so. So this might be the last 8. So it'll be 16 in total. Well, we can check.
Speaking of, doesn't What If drop soon?
Yes, it does. Secret Level, December 10th. Season 1, 15 episodes. That makes sense. I don't
16,
remember
you said, or 15?
15 in total. Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. They have a Concord episode
Mm-hmm.
because well, they looked like they had a pretty good base of colorful characters they were going to use. So why not make one of the at the time make an episode of it? The Mega Man one's episode 10. Okay, let's go.
Wait, there's still episodes of Shrinking airing?
Yeah, the last one's like on Christmas Day. I think next week's the finale.
Okay, well, let me clear this off. I thought it was 10 again.
I'm pretty sure, unless I mean, hold on, let me look it up.
I just looked
Shrinking.
it up on IMDb and it mentions 2 more episodes.
Yeah, and the last one should be December 24th. So you have this week's that came out today, as of this or as of this
Tomorrow.
recording. December 17th is what it says.
It says the 18th on IMDb.
Oh, okay. I'm on the movie, so one of them is wrong.
Spoilers.
And the next week will be the finale. That makes sense.
I'm caught up. I gotta wait.
Then you're ahead of me. Dang, bruh. Oh wait, are you? Yeah, because I last one I saw was full grown dude face.
The last one I saw was the 10th episode. Changing patterns.
Heck yeah. So I mean, you can talk about the first season if you like, unless you want to wait for both of them to.
I literally watched. I caught up in a weekend. So I mean, I hate it.
Like all in one sitting, or did you?
No, Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yes, man. So, but
Technically, so I watched the first season 1.5 times. Because we were here on Friday. Me and Grandma were watching. We are
shrinking?
just lamping. Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Let me play something.
Yeah.
And then played Shrinking. Watched up basically by myself. She fell asleep immediately. I
Gotcha.
watched the episode 1 through 5,
Five, probably. If
and
it's
then the next day on Saturday, I'm like, hey, we just finished. You guys want to watch this? I saw the first 5 episodes. I like it. So we started episode one,
the
and then
first five episodes.
we started episode one, and then rewatched and saw the whole season. Then Sunday
Mm-hmm.
started season 2. Thought we finished, and I showed him an episode. I thought we were done, so I showed him an episode of Ted Lasso. Wait, you can watch this.
Okay, good. Because that's the follow up. If I'm mistaken, I think it's the same dude, Bill Lawrence.
Okay, okay, so that explains a lot because the entire time I'm watching, I'm like, this is Scrubs with the F word,
Yeah,
and then
it's
and then the cast. The second I saw hits
who?
play,
Uh huh.
saw Jordan, I'm
Yeah.
like, I popped off. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's go. I don't know why you got so
yeah,
basic with it.
I don't know, but and then every time I see a How I Met Your Mother character or Scrubs character,
Mm-hmm.
uh, fucking the janitor popped
Yeah.
off again. Um, what was the last episode you said you saw?
Full grown dude face. Or
Uh, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but there's another Scrubs. There's a character from another sitcom that comes in on the 10th episode,
oh, sick.
and then I popped out. Literally out loud, I went. I did that.
I know who it is just by that.
Um, I love this show.
Yes, I fucking told you, dude, is good.
It's a mix of like Scrubs humor and then the Jim Carrey show that I had mentioned to you guys before.
Yes, the one we watched.
Yeah, or you watched it and then you told me and then I watched it, so I lied.
What was it
I didn't tell
called?
you guys. Not you, Jim Carrey show. I'm gonna get real mad because I know the name and I can't think of it.
No, I don't remember the name at all.
You want me to just say it?
Was it Smile? No. Go
It's
for
one
it.
word.
Go for it.
Kidding.
Kidding. Damn it.
It's like a mix of those. I only saw the first season of Kidding. I forgot that it existed to watch the second season. But the first season I loved. And this
Mhm.
is kind of like Scrubs meets Ted Lasso meets Kidding.
Yeah.
The humor's good. The humor's good. The drama's good. I did not think Harrison Ford would be this good at acting as his character. I thought it was gonna be just.
Him phoning it in or something.
I thought it was gonna be what Chevy Chase did for Community.
Uh huh.
That's what I thought. Nah, he shut me the fuck up.
Yeah, he's really funny. That lady tried to kill me. when he gives the bean all the edibles he took at the house.
Mm-hmm. I think I laughed at it when he's like, the bald. When he's talking about a baby, it's like that bald fucker.
Yeah. Oh man. Good.
Everybody's good. Favorite character, and it's not even close.
Oh
Derek.
yes. Eat a
That's
dick,
my
Pam.
guy. He's like, no, she's like, no, how you doing, Pam? We hate her.
Oh
Eat a dick, Pam.
yeah. Big D, man. He's awesome.
By far my favorite character.
They gave him more airtime in the second season, which I liked. 'Cause I'm like, okay, we're giving him some more because he was perfect as he was in the first season. If
Mm-hmm.
that's all he was, I'm like, cool. But they
They
actually
gave
gave him
him a little
some.
more depth, and I liked it. It
Yeah,
wasn't like like a weird reach.
yeah. He definitely earned his good guy Derek award.
They do good. They good. They do good twists. Like in times where you're like, oh no, and then they do like a,
Hmm.
oh, they did this instead. I don't know. I can just gush about it. If you like more darker, if you like dark humor, um,
Well,
if you
it's
like Scrubs, you like dark humor, you like those kind of sitcoms. The Bill, what's his name? Bill
Bill
Hiccups.
Lawrence.
Bill Lawrencey kind of humor. You're gonna like this. Uh, the entire time I was aroused at his coworker.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, Gabs. Yeah,
yeah, G Dog.
G Dog. No,
The
it's
entire
no,
time.
it's G Spot.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? Oh man, the YouTube's gonna be like, nope, we're definitely not fucking monetizing this one.
There's no. Uh, season 2,
Hmm.
when the boy comes out, that was another audible reaction.
When the boy comes out.
Oi.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It just sucks that
Another
he had to play
audible.
such a sad character. It
He did
was
it well.
he did it really well. He like, oi. Yeah. I mean that he was on Ted Lasso. I think Bill Lawrence also produced the Ted Lasso as well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and he's written in Ted Lasso, so he's like, yeah, come write for this show or come be a
Yeah,
like. I'm sure they're
what's
friends.
funny? What's funny too, because after watching the pilot episode of Ted Lasso right after this,
Hmm.
he doesn't change his voice until later on. So he sounds like an angry version of his normal voice, which is his voice in this
Uh huh.
when he's playing Roy.
Okay.
So it was funny hearing him like this, his normal voice, and then remembering what Roy usually sounds like, and
Oi.
forgetting that it was a pilot.
Yeah. Oi.
Yeah, there's no character I hate. There's no one that is played poorly.
Because they made everybody gray. Nobody was black and white. Everyone had their funny parts. Everyone had their drama parts. Like
Hmm.
everyone's got a fair share. They treat all the characters with respect in there so far. So
Yeah. Uh,
another banger.
yeah. Another banger, and I accidentally caught up.
Yeah, this same week. You really beat. I still need to catch up on Peaky Blinders. Not
Are
Peaky
you
Blinders.
serious?
Not Peaky Blinders. Oh my God, Slow Horses.
Oh,
I don't know why I
yeah.
thought Peaky Blinders. Oh, because it's European or London. That's why I thought
It's my
Peaky
bag,
Blinders.
man. What's the next season? 4 or 3 or 5 for Slow Horses? 4 or 5.
5, I think.
This also explains why I saw no actual date for season 3. I was looking up um Shrinking season 3, and they're like, oh, it's getting picked up, but I was like, when's the date? And it makes sense because the season's not even done.
Yeah, Brian, as soon as the credits go up, goes up to the director. So when's the next one coming?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna have him do? Holy shit!
I thoroughly loved it.
Cool. All right, that's good
It's
to hear.
funny is surprisingly my fave 5 for 2024 is actually kind of hard.
For TV shows? Oh shit! Oh, it's movies that you had trouble filling up.
Yeah, so far apparently I keep forgetting the name of the movie, but I gotta put it on here. I think I just got the 5 that I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. What's the name of the one long ass fucking name with Henry Cavill?
Oh, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, or just look up Guy Ritchie's. Just literally put Guy
Okay.
Ritchie gentleman. Oh, not gentleman. Sorry, Ministry.
Yeah, tracks and albums are gonna. I think what's funny is I think tracks is solidified, which is funny because the hardest parts for tracks were
Hmm.
to see what's number 1 and see what just makes it to 5. Those are like the hardest spots for me to fill.
Same. I started looking through my spreadsheet and I'm like, each category is gonna be rough for me because I saw a lot of good stuff and heard a lot of good stuff and played a lot of good stuff. Which is weird because every year I start like January, February, maybe even March. I just start writing down what I watched for the year so far, and I'm like, damn, this is barren. I hope I get I hope I watch more stuff. And by the time I'm in September, I'm like, fuck, I already have like 7 things I want to I want to put on the list.
What's funny is at the beginning of the year, I'm good about pre-filling my fave five,
Mm-hmm.
and then up until December before the episode is when it's usually like,
You have
it,
extras.
yeah, no, it's funny. So like, I'm good at the beginning of the year. Forget this fave five exists, and then we're at like November. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you start cramming. It's like a test for you.
And it's not even that like I haven't like consumed enough content. It's just I forgot to be diligent about marking.
That's fair. It happens. Is there no? I haven't found a way for us to do that easily. If that makes sense, like we can maybe scrape Track TV if you hook up your Track TV account to like the stuff you watch, or keep it up to date. And but for music, I'm like, how do I keep? How would we automate that without? Because we don't even get that data from Spotify, right? Besides the Wrapped, but it doesn't go into the detail you want. Like,
What do you mean? Like most played or whatever? Or
yeah,
just if you like
like
the album?
well, yeah, like how many, like how long did I spend listening to this track? Like all that data they used to make the Wrapped, I would like to have easily available for me to see.
I kind of know because if it's a song that's worthy of fave tracks, I've looped it for like maybe 3 hours straight.
I get that. I like to see that. I like to see that number,
Mhm.
right? To be like,
That's what
okay,
threw me off about my rap for title and why I think they're just bogus is because there's literally songs I've played 24 hours straight
and it didn't
and it
make the
was not
cut,
put in my
right?
top tracks. Smoke
Yeah,
what?
like
Smoke? What are you smoking dick?
like after the beef with Kendrick and Drake, I did not listen to Drake music unless he was like featured in it or something. But I'm like, I usually next. I'm like, nah, bro, you lost, bro. Next, I was in that
Even
mindset, and he still hit my
e-
top, and I'm like, what's happening?
even the artists that they chose, I'm like the artists and the songs they chose. I'm like, okay, so you get the artist right,
Hmm.
not this song.
Oh, it's like you're getting plays from a different fucking track.
Yeah, it's like I think they're like they did with the Game Awards. That this is a fighting game. He listened to this.
He listened to this. Yeah, it was weird. That's why I would love for them to have that, like if you go to your library view or something, have those things be a fucking like filter table or something or cert like give me something, dude. Like give me some analytical stuff from my end.
They even half-assed like the way that they tell you all this stuff for a title. I got an email. And it's like, all right, this is your stuff.
They just gave you the all right man here. We're not
It's
wasting I'm wasting video on this.
it's crazy how little of a shit everyone but Spotify gives.
It's because Spotify knows the music is social. Like and they double down on making sure there's social features and Wrapped was a huge one. Like, hey, what's your
Tell,
Wrapped? What's your Wrapped?
tell them to make a release the hi-fi subscription thing, and then I'll switch. That's all I'm waiting on.
I mean, they haven't came out and said they're not doing hi-fi. That's where we're at right now. That's how long we've been waiting. Since they've announced, hey, higher quality like hi-fi. We've been waiting
Since
since.
title became a thing, we're like, okay, well, you can do that,
Yeah, and
and they
we've
haven't.
yet so it's infuriating because I'm sure there's people who will gladly pay the extra, but it's gonna be an extra $2-3.
Probably like $5 to be honest with you.
Was it a $5 difference for the title between hi-fi and just standard?
I don't know. Let me check right now. Titles. That's title. I put Tada.
Hit it with the thing, right? The watchdogs.
Eh,
Ta-da! Holy shit! Shout out to Giant
mm,
Bomb.
they can't even tell you in one screen how much the difference is. They don't give a shit. Hey, didn't they scrap their low subscription types?
Oh, they did, and now they just have the one standard one
Maybe.
with
Yeah, they have a
hi-fi.
individual plan, family plan, student plan, DJ extension add-on.
I think that's the one where you pay the extra cash goes to the people you listen to or something, or is that something else? DJ extension. Is that the AI?
Catalog access and stem separation via select DJ partners. I didn't know that existed. But they got rid of their lo-fi or whatever. Now it's just individual.
And that
Um,
already includes lossless,
yeah,
but not Atmos.
yeah. But this so it includes Atmos, but then they send an email last like maybe middle of this year. Like, yeah, we're kind of done supporting Atmos.
What does that mean? Done supporting it? Like they're not gonna accept the new files?
I
Or
guess, or they're just gonna remove it for space or something and just have like wave and FLAC and
oh, okay, okay.
so they only have individual and it's $11. How much is Spotify regularly?
I think it's 11, if I'm not mistaken. If not 10.99, that might buy $1 difference. Hold on, Spotify membership. Membership?
View all plans. Individual. Okay, now they're just like, hey,
Yeah, it's
zero
literally
zero. Try it for 3 months for zero, and they'll show me how much it would cost.
it's 11.99. I looked it up,
Hmm.
so it's the exact same amount of cash. It's just you can tell what they focused on. Spotify focused on this, on making it social, more mainstream, and Tidal was like, bro, but we got the quality.
They made a duo uh Spotify. So if it's exactly two accounts,
Exactly, yeah. It's for like a couple or something.
yeah, they say for couples who reside at the same address.
Yep. So, which makes sense.
Just give me just give me lossless. That's all I'm asking for.
I mean, in due
What is
time,
it?
I
Was
don't
it at
know
now? You said 6 15, did you said?
what
How much did you say it was? 12?
Spotify is the exact
Yeah.
amount, 11.99. Isn't that what you said for Title?
No, Spidal. What the hell's going on?
What's going on?
Spinal. uh
And then you turn around and you're
no,
wearing Mike Tyson's outfit.
I wish. Honestly, that's one of the top moments of 2024. Because in my head I wrote that to play out like that.
Yeah.
My eyes hurt after my eyes were dry. I was like crying from laughter. I had
Yeah.
abs. I was probably laughing for like 10 minutes straight. And
And
then
you,
in the meantime, when there's like downtime, I would pull up on Twitter the clip of that and watch it and laugh in the same night.
when you showed me that fucking clip, man, I was not expecting that. I don't think anybody did.
Honestly, a variant of me set that whole thing to happen.
Yeah.
I fucking love that moment. Uh, Title individuals a 10.99, so it's $1 cheaper,
Mm. And you get lossless. Come on.
and that's all you get. You don't get anything convenient.
Yeah, you don't.
What's stupid? Because I swapped back to my phone. They came back.
Mm-hmm.
It is songs that I know I hearted. They don't even show up as hearted. Songs in my 2024 is just like it's in your playlist. That's all I'll tell you.
Wait, what?
It doesn't realize that you have these songs hearted, so it just shows it blank, as if
And
I never hearted it. But then if you go to your liked songs, it's there.
and sure it's not a. That's weird.
And it's not just to this phone. So when I switched to the loaner one you gave me,
Yeah.
it did the same thing. And sometimes I'm actually finding on title itself, it's showing songs that I've liked on here, not liked on the desktop app. They do not give a single fuck.
So someone who's working on the front end stuff on Tidal needs. Hey, here's your ticket, bro. That's wild.
And I keep getting like update in the app on my computer. It's like, hey, update. What do they update? I have not noticed a difference in like 2 years of using this.
They're just fixing stuff nobody knew was broken.
So the last update they said, here's what's new, colon. We've been hard at work in the background tidying up event tracking.
I
All
think.
right.
You keep fixing them tracks, bro.
Yeah, but why don't you tell me what I liked on all my apps, on all my downloads? So how about that?
No.
Okay.
And another thing we didn't mention, like Spotify also has a ton of integration. Like it's on all your consoles. Like there's apps on it. You can just I want to listen to music and play. It's integrated into I think both consoles now.
You could do listening parties way easier. You can do
Yep.
collab. The only thing that's
Playlists.
good about them not giving a fuck about title is that on Discord, I can just stream my title and you can hear it. I could just be like, hey, come on, get in my stream, and we can just listen to my music. There's no like HDCP protection or anything like that, like Spotify.
Oh, like stream it into like a Discord video or something.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Because they don't give a shit.
it gives zero fucks about.
They're just like, here, we'll hold lossless audio for you, and the rest you can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You can do that. 'Cause I know it's Spotify that is the issue.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Nope.
can't.
I literally I've been like, hey, I'm just streaming my playlist, whatever you guys want to do, and
Mm-hmm.
then they just listen to shit.
That's crazy. Maybe because it's a web. Maybe because it's a web player. No, because I think this still has the
No, 'cause
protection.
they have an installable like program for your computer, and they still like, yeah,
Then free. That's a feature then, not a bug.
that's the only thing that I'm like, I'm glad they don't give enough of a shit to stop this.
That's fair. Okay. I don't know how we got into this music thing, but because what we consumed and stuff. Go the Fate 5 stuff. That's how we got here.
Yeah.
That episode will come out sometime in January. I need time to look through what I've played, listen, watched, figure out what's gonna make my Fate 5. It doesn't get an award or anything, but they'll know in their hearts that they did well by me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, upcoming stuff for the week. I didn't see anything in games. I don't know if you want to go check it out, but
I'll check it the fork out.
you're gonna
I
check.
have to keep scrolling and then remember what date it is.
Then you can just after that you can do Control F and then do the date with a comma.
Did you know that Meat 2 came out December 13th? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Better
Meat
wake the
2?
fuck up. Meat
MEAT?
2.
Okay. I don't know what
Was
that is.
today? That Squid Game came out. The Squid game.
Did the season is the season out?
No, it's the day before my birthday because they couldn't give me that.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Well, depending on where you're at in the world, it would be your birthday.
I'm not there,
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
but
I see the error in my ways.
they couldn't give me and young talented actor Timothy Chalamet it being on December
I
27th.
see what you mean, yeah. No, they couldn't.
Okay,
Is it
bums.
is it because it's on Thursday? What is it?
I don't even know when my birthday Friday.
Okay. So so it
They robbed
is
me and young talented actor Timothy Chalamet
that
a birthday
gift.
gift.
Yeah, I see.
He's the same year. I think I've mentioned that before.
Yep. Maybe same person. You need to watch
Yeah,
Dune 2, Brian.
yeah. I need to watch Dune too.
Stop fucking around. Don't call his name until you. No, I'm just like you can.
I can refer to young talented actor Timothy Chalamet whenever I want. When you share our birthday, you tell me what I can call.
That's true. That's true.
Freak.
Yeah, you should definitely check out Dune 2.
Yeah, that and for some reason The Substance are two movies that I want to watch before I pretend I watched 5 movies I like.
Pretend the choices were
Yeah.
many, I guess.
Pretend I handpicked amongst a myriad of movies. There's something I could see this week. It was even this. Yeah, it was this. That one. No, the Meat Game was last week. The Squid Game. It's the only thing I can see that came out today.
So we can move on then, right? What is happening?
I think I just freaked out live.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that's games. Movies. I'm gonna click it just to see if anything looks remotely familiar. There's a movie called Persona that came out December 3rd, and that does not look like an anime character. So I don't know what that is.
Is it a live action?
It's a lady with a tear going down her face, live action, and it's just called Persona.
No, but I'm saying okay, never mind. I thought you read the synopsis or something. I thought it was live action Persona.
No, I doubt it.
Okay. I almost started that, by the way.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank
Metaphor.
you. You like it?
I said I almost started it.
You don't have to worry about me wanting to play because I beat it and uninstalled it.
You don't care about the achievements, or did you get all of them?
No, I don't. I did for Persona 5
You did it for Royal.
Royal.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking because you 100% Royal. So, and you like this one more than Royal, right?
I would yeah, I can say that because Royal's the I would if it wasn't the DLC, debatable. Because Royal had the DLC, I'd rather chase the same boss 7 times in Metaphor than have to deal with that shitty ass DLC.
That's fair. So you, that's semantics. I was gonna say like, so you like Persona 5 more than Metaphor, not Persona 5 Royale.
Maybe. Well, the quality of life stuff that Royal Royale gave,
Mm-hmm.
but just cut that fucking DLC story the hell out of there.
I see what you mean. Good. Okay. So moving on to movies and TV here, we have The Brutalist finally on in theaters and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The Brutalist is the whoop
There's a movie called Mud Brick.
that comes out this same weekend.
Came out last Friday.
Oh, okay.
That's my movie of the year.
You haven't seen it, but you just have a feeling.
Yeah, let me click it, see what the synopsis is. You can name stuff.
That's it. I'm moving on to music. There's just two things that's coming out this weekend that for the movies. What happened?
The synopsis isn't funny.
For what?
Mud Brick.
Oh, well, is it serious?
In the haunting tale of Mud Brick, Paul's return to his
That sounds.
Serbian roots unearths a broken down family home held hostage by secrets. As
What
he
the hell?
confronts his estranged brother Jackal, a chilling web of runes, totems, and whispered names ensnares him in a sinister dance with Slavic folklore. And it's just a bald guy squinting as the one of the screenshots.
All right, I'm
I
okay.
really wanted it to have a stupid plot. I'm kind of upset.
That sounds stupid.
Like this is the picture that's the thumbnail of the trailer, and then just just a picture. Hold on. How does one send? Oh,
What?
what? I can just screenshot it. Do this. The shot was so nice they showed it twice.
It's so I guess like a mobster ish organized crime movie. I don't. He looks familiar.
That's me.
Oh, okay. This before What If or
During.
during? I see.
Yeah.
This is you in makeup.
Without.
I see. Alrighty. That's all I got for movies and
Oh,
TV.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize the Lord of the Rings movie came out. Sorry.
Yeah, that came out last week. The animated one. I was talking to Kelsey in the group chat about it, and he said he hears good things. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go see.
Franz Ferdinand.
What?
I went to the music side, and the name Franz Ferdinand sounded very familiar to me.
Yeah, but everything on that page is in January, so that's why I didn't even bother.
All right, that's why it sounds familiar. Here's the Archduke of Austria in 1863 until 1940. That's when he was born. Didn't he get shot and he started? That's why World War I started.
Sure, Brian. I don't remember that. I don't remember history. I'm bad with history.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he was the Archduke of Austria. Off them right after World War I.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know why I remember. I don't know where anything is, but I remember that one sentence
I don't know how we got here, Brian.
because
Okay.
we're in the music.
Oh, yeah, but that's for January 10th. Like, why are you looking at
Oh,
January 10th stuff?
so I guess they didn't get him if he's releasing an album January 10th.
But no, he's been underground. What the heck?
I got to the Mac Miller part and I thought his name of his album was Bonerism.
I gotta see it now. All right, where? What?
January 17th.
Oh, I see. Yeah, if well, it
You were
definitely
led.
shows balloon. Huh?
You were led, so it looks like it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. And then the weekends is still in January as well.
On the same day of the
FKH.
release. No, on the same day I'm supposed to release mine.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fucking. I don't know what to name it yet because I still need to I still need to order the songs,
Yeah.
redo the mix so they sound together,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started to do the album art and name it. So jokingly, I said I'm gonna name it "Slow Down Yesterday." Jokingly, but because I don't know what to name it, I might actually do it.
No, I'm 100% on board. I think you should name it that. I'm 100% in support of that. What's he gonna do? Like he's not taking the name.
I gotta make the art look exactly the opposite too. So I think it's black with red text in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta make it like white and blue. I gotta have white background, blue text.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm on. Yes, whatever you need for that. That is easy. Have a whole rollout. Make campaigns, bro. Okay. Anything else?
Not that I can think of. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Uh, I don't think the part where we talked about this as a wrap up episode was recorded because the mic wasn't working in the beginning. Not again, Brian. The first time.
But I don't think we said anything really until after, right?
What you mean?
What?
What do you mean? What? You look surprised for something. I don't know what.
I thought you meant the everything until we started talking about like not the Game Awards. Is what I thought you meant at first.
No, no, that's not. What I'm saying is that we talked about this is this is the last episode of the year, and we'll come back sometime in January. I don't know if it'll be with the Fave Fives right away or a week in between. You know, we're back with whatever the hell we saw over the Christmas break or played. We're gonna have time to do some gaming. Um, and that's it. We'll be back. We'll be back next year with the Fave Five stuff. Go watch Shrinking. It's awesome. Bye.
There's a
Oh,
no end it. Ah!
okay.